welcome to my channel. I hope that you're having a good day today. I hope that you're happy and healthy and that you're being kind to yourself. My name is Ribbity and today's video we are working on my save file that I've been working on for quite a while now. I think we're making good progress though. This is episode 7, I want to say. So if you haven't seen any of the other episodes, then feel free to go check them out. You'll see kind of a natural progression of me making decisions about my save file because I was really indecisive at the beginning and had no clue where I was going with it. But I think we're on a roll now. I think I'm kind of finding my way and I know what I want to get out of it. So if you don't know, this is a save file inspired by The Sims 2 because it's my favourite game of the franchise. But I'm introducing a lot of the old families from The Sims 2, but I'm then creating a lot of my own new families along with new builds and things like that. And I've decided the thing that's going to kind of tie it all together is the stories that I give these families. So the thing in The Sims 2 is that all of these families had the most dramatic stories. You'd load up and there would just be so much history and like so much drama straight away, and I want to kind of carry that forward with the new families I create as well so that I can integrate it and there's a nice through line basically. So yeah, every one of my families has an interesting, detailed storyline. Some of them are a bit mysterious, some of them are just very dramatic, some of them are dark. You know, there's a bit of everything in this save file, so I hope that you enjoy it. But anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering on about that and we'll actually start talking about the build and the family. So this is the house of the Bassett family. Now, the storyline with this family is there's Janet Bassett and Morgan Bassett. They are husband and wife, and they actually just got a divorce. So Janet is a freelance writer. She's a great mum. She's comforting. She's always there. She works from home, so you know she's always there to support her kids. And Morgan, he is in the athletic career, and he just got a promotion. He got offered a promotion that would involve him relocating. So this was a big argument that they had because Janet didn't want to move. She didn't feel it was right for the family or for the kids. And Morgan really wanted to move. And eventually he just turned around and he was like, no, I'm leaving. I want a divorce. I'm going. And obviously, as you can imagine, this is a big shocking thing for Janet to have to deal with. Like, they had no problems before this. And then suddenly Morgan's just jumping at the first opportunity to abandon ship. It begs the question, why is he so keen to abandon his family all of a sudden? So, there is an answer to that. There is a very specific reason. I won't tell you what it is in this video, but if you do download the save file and play with it, you will figure it out pretty quickly, I think, if you play as Morgan. So yes, this family, like this particular household, Morgan does not live here anymore. He is in another house in another world, and we'll cover him when we get to that world. So in this household, we have Janet, the mum, Gabby, her teenage daughter, and Kelly, the little toddler. So, yep, like I said, Janet, she's a freelance writer, and she's a very loving and warm mum. She's exactly the kind of person you want you to be able to go to her for anything, you know? And then Gabby, her teenage daughter, she's like the stereotypical popular girl. So she's got lots of friends, she's very outgoing, and she is a lot closer to her dad. So this is a problem that they have right now is Gabby doesn't believe that her dad has done anything wrong. She would never believe he would just want to abandon them. So she thinks that it's something her mum did. She's blaming her mum for her dad leaving. So her and her mum are not on the best sort of terms right now. And Gabby really wants to leave and go live with her dad. But her dad, he's left for a reason. He doesn't want his daughter coming along. But he won't tell her that. So of course, Gabby just thinks that it's her mum that's then preventing her going and staying with her dad. So it's just more and more that their relationship is deteriorating. So that's something interesting to have a look at and see what happens there. But yes, Gabby is a musical lover. She's outgoing and she's mean. She's she's not the nicest of girls at school, and I think some of that might be to do with the situation at home right now as well. She's going through a very sensitive phase, I think. And then we have the little toddler, Kelly. she's a very inquisitive little soul. She's just, you know, a happy, pretty spoiled little girl, but she, you know, she doesn't really know what's going on right now. She doesn't know what this drama is. She just knows that her dad's not here and she misses him. But other than that, she's too young to really be aware. She doesn't spend much time with her older sister. Gabby doesn't tend to be around the house very much. She's out a lot of the time, so she's not very close to her little sister either. So that's a bit of a shame. I feel like Gabby just needs a bit of a hug. She needs to be able to open up, I think, because I think she's going through some struggles right now. But yes, so this house, because Janet and Morgan got a divorce, they sold up their family home and Morgan moved away with his half of the money to buy his own house, and then this is the house that Janet got for her and her 2 girls. So they've downsized quite a bit from their previous house. They came from a decent amount of money, this family. You know, she's a very successful writer. So she's not worried financially, but it does mean that they had to give up their family home. So many memories there, and they've moved into this new house. And it is a really lovely house. It's very spacious and it's pretty well furnished and stuff. I mean, I imagine their furniture being like, some of it is their furniture, but then others is stuff they bought or stuff that was in this house when they bought it, because obviously Morgan would have taken some furniture too, so they're having to fill the gaps basically. So there's a bit of a mishmash of mishmash? What is the saying? I don't know. Anyway, there's a bit of a mix of furniture going about, and I think that is because, you know, they're just trying to make do right now. They're very unsettled right now. They're trying to figure life out. So yeah. And this bedroom, this is Janet's bedroom, and I think it's kind of a funky bedroom actually. I mean, you've got this balcony outside, which first of all is really nice, and then she's got an ensuite, and she's also got this weird little area where I put the wardrobes, and I just think it's just a bit of a funky corner. But yeah, I tried to keep the house pretty neutral and light. I do think it was more recently like renovated almost, like maybe 10 odd years ago, so it's reasonably modern to a certain extent. And then this is Gabby's bedroom. Now it's pretty unpersonalized. There's some posters and stuff, but like I say, I feel like she might secretly be like packing a little bit every day, ready to just run away. Because I am curious, you know, if you played with this family, how would you play out this storyline? Like, Gabby could run away to go find her dad. Maybe she finds him, maybe she doesn't. But that could be something you play out, or maybe Janet manages to get through to her and their relationship, you know, improves and she, you know, becomes a bit more of a happy teenager again. Who knows? Or maybe she just goes completely off the rails. I don't know, I feel like there's lots of possibilities. And also, I wonder how Kelly would grow up. I mean, would she have a good relationship with her sister when they grow up? I don't know. And I also think that Janet's got a lot that she's going through, obviously. I mean, how does she cope with the situation? Will she ever discover the reason, like the real reason her husband left? I don't know. So many things to discover playing this. But yeah, this is the house. This is Kelly's little room. And downstairs you would have seen, you had on the right, you had like a little computer room. I kind of made that Janet's little office area where she does her writing. She can shut herself away and she's all fine and dandy. And then on the left was a library, and I kind of imagined, I mean, it was a bit funky. I kind of imagined the wallpaper was like that when they moved in, and Janet just had a bit of fun furnishing it, you know, with that wallpaper in place. And then you had the open plan living dining kind of artsy corner. I really love that room because it's a big room, but it feels really nice and cozy, but it's also light and airy during the day. So yeah, I really, really love that room. And the kitchen's a little bit more modernized, like I said about how maybe someone renovated it a few years back. I imagine the kitchen was one of those things. But yeah, now we're just working on the outside, putting some landscaping as always. I don't know, maybe I'm weird like this, right? But when I do landscaping, I often pop why can't I speak today? I often pop the trees down first. And then I kind of landscape around it because it helps me create some sort of natural order to the space, I guess. But like here, I think people would get really annoyed at this because you're having to try and look around the trees. And like, yeah, it's a bit tricky. I totally get that. but I just find that's how I work. I move around the trees, but I feel like a lot of people would be really annoyed about them blocking your view. But yeah, I was just thinking that when I was building. I was like, gosh, people probably get really annoyed at this. But anyway, here is their little garden. It's not much space that they've got at all. They've just got a little eating area and a little play bit and some planter pots, because let's face it. Oh, I didn't ever actually say this. If you're new to this save file series, it's completely base game in Willow Creek, by the way, if you haven't gathered that. So yeah, going on to what I was going to say is there's really not many activities in base game, so there's planter pots in every single house. But anyway, I'm just adding the last little touches. Yeah, there'll be screenshots in just a second if you want to see them. This will be up on the gallery for you to download. My ID is Ribbity6, but I'll put that in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I love you all lots, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.